Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with Off the Board with Pineapple Papers. It's a series where we find our Pinterest pins and decide to bring them to life on a page. And I'm working with this beautiful page, very unusual, kind of funky, kind of cool sort of page by Suze for Felicity Jane. And she's got multiple layers of like pockets, and there are tags in the photo, there's a flare, there are all kinds of fun things, and it's all very, there's a lot of white on the page, and a mix of patterns that all seem to somehow go together. She's also got a lot of stitching, and I'm not going to have that, but I have done some distressing, so I should have, you know, some of the same texture. So I'm going to put this aside and I'll show you what I've assembled. Just a bunch of scraps, and I cut some of them slanted and kind of did a dry run of placing them on one another. And I've got a bowl full of the photo, a bunch of tags and tickets and things that might go. If you'll notice, one of the things that I absolutely love is this ring that goes through a hole in a tag, and it's holding a piece of wood veneer. Very dimensional, and something that makes me want to touch it. So it's you know, not just dimensional, it's very tactile. So I've got this stack of goodies, but first I'm going to recreate I'm going to do some, there's a horizontal element there. And because my photo is of Reese in my grandson's truck looking out the window, it's kind of it's going to be travel themed. So because of that, I'm going to use this washi tape that has maps on it, and I'm going to tear it lengthwise and kind of see what I can do from there. I'm going to save that. Put it there, so, and it's intentional that it didn't go all the way to the end, but it is not intended to be crooked. So I'm going to lift it up and try to straighten it out. There. Okay. Now, I also have some really skinny washi tape, and I'm going to use some of that. It's very similar to this line that's there, and so I'm going to do it like that. Let's see if that's gonna show. It's not really. So what I'm gonna do is tear it at the part that I know is gonna be under the cluster. And I'm going to put it like that. So then when I put this over, there's more showing out that way. And let's see if I have anything else. I have this, which has that kind of aqua color in it, but I'm gonna skip that, and I'm just gonna add some little stamped stars. And I'm gonna come over here. That's about where that is. I'm gonna do these kind of up on the washi there. Oh, and I got some black ink down on my page. So that looks like that's where there's gonna be a splatter, don't you think? I'm gonna do it right now. Just for the hell of it, I'm gonna do that, and then I'll do another one up there. And my black and white tape is wanting to come up. So I'm gonna do a little gluing. Okay. Now, I'm gonna kind of see where we go with this. The very back part is this, and I'm going to put it on. I've raised everything. I've kind of gone through and added a lot of foam in between these layers. So I'm going to put this on here. Okay. Then the next layer that goes on is going to be this one. And I'm going to move it a little to the side so that you can see this side there. And everything's going to be stacked at the bottom so that you can see each layer. So I'm going to put that on like that. Then this one I thought would go here, and it will be raised up so you can see the sides there. And all of these papers are from my Scrap Backwards kit. Most of them are from older Mind the Scrap kits. Kind of do that. And I actually can put, if I have, here's a piece of, this is a branding strip, and in the original, it looks like this black and white or gray and white paper is lined paper, is kind of sticking out the side. And so I'm going to do something similar with this. And the tape is very close there. So I'm going to cut it down a bit. This branding strip is from 49 and Markets Everywhere collection. Let me see if I can Raise that up. Kind of insert it so it's uneven, so it comes out a little bit more. And then I'm going to take it and really fold it back that way. Very distressed. And let me put a little bit, I can see this rolling up. So I'm going to put a little glue and kind of solidify that. Okay, next we have this that kind of goes across that way. I really like Suze's style, and this page in particular is just amazing. So this is going to go right there. This is a Vicky Bouton paper that I dearly, dearly love. I'm going to kind of, well, I'll get it glued down and then I'll curl it. Peel that back and maybe even tear it in a couple places. And this and there, and really pick at that. Okay, now this is going to go right there, and I'm going to have to put a couple strips. Excuse me, I'm kind of sniffly. I don't know if that's a cold or if it's further healing from the sinus surgery. Okay, I'm gonna curl that up and kind of do that. Okay, now I know that this pocket I'm actually going to kind of curl this down so that it is kind of angled. I didn't cut it at an angle, but I wish I had. Okay, there we go. We've had a few folks kind of going down in order. I think first Ava got sick, and then she got James sick, and then James got Barrett sick. So I've managed to escape it so far. I'm going to add another tape here. Just something a little different. Just a small piece to kind of make up. I don't like the gap that occurs between that and this. So I'm going to kind of sneak that underneath and put that right there. and it makes it a little bit different, but I can put a tiny bit of this over here. There. Okay. Now, the photo I know is gonna go right here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and mount it. That's the most important part of the page. And I need everything else to work around that. So, I know that this is where my title is going to be. My title's going to be Let's Go. But I kind of don't want it just sitting out there on its own. I have this tag. I'm going to take the string out of the tag because I have either string or jute twine that I'm going to wind through the holes in all of the tags. Let me put that in there. And I've put a little bit of foam so that all the tags can be kind of bent up. I haven't distressed any of them, but I think I will. And I'm going to put this maybe off to an angle like that and put this here because I really don't want to lose that flower. And this raises it up, this bit of foam back there, so that I can kind of sneak the twine in when I decide to do that. Okay, there. So I can press down on that, and that still holds that. And I like that this has a black border because I'm going to have some black ink accents, and I have these black and white bits of I think I'm going to do this one. I wanted to add a floral that doesn't compete with that, and this is vellum and it's gold, and it just kind of adds that metallic accent, which I think is beautiful. And then I'm going to do this one maybe right here, kind of sneaking out of from under the photo. And the photo, I'm going to kind of bend the edges and kind of play with them a bit. I didn't want to distress it. Okay, so now I have this. I found a wood veneer Viewmaster cartridge, or whatever you call it. What did you call it? Slide, a Viewmaster slide. And so that can work right here, and the slide can look like it's hanging loose, but I can glue it down right there. But before I glue any of that down, I want to put the other tags in. This is kind of a generic tag that has just the right color to it. And I'm going to use my hole punch to make that hole a little bit bigger. Okay, that'll make it a little easier for the okay, so that's gonna go there. And then I've got this kind of orange ticket looking bit that is kind of the same color as the darker color there. So I think that will work. And then this is another one that's going to have a small hole. So let me see if I can make that one bigger. Oh, not with the stapler, I can't. Let's see. Okay, that worked. And so now I've got that. And I should kind of glue those things together, but I may want to see how short they need to be, because I want to put this tag down in, let me cut the bottom off of it. I want to put it right here so you can see enjoy the journey, and if these tags are left as tall as they are, that won't show. So I'm going to put this right here, and then I'll build the others around it. Put that there. Now, this needs to go, I think that one is okay. This one can go there. And then this can go up about that high. So let me just kind of, and I'm going to use liquid glue because that allows me to move things around. And then I'll press down when I'm ready to commit. So this is going to go right there because you can read from there. Okay. Now this I may have to cut. And that's okay because it gives me another piece. This can go maybe like so, and then I want this on top of it and up a little higher, but I have to be careful not to cover the photo. Okay, so again, this needs to get a little bit of glue. And I hate that that's the same height as this. So I'm going to push it down a little lower. And I think that will still work. And I'm going to put a little glue on this because this foam that's on it will hold it up when I press it down, but I kind of want the bottom to be I'll do it maybe lean it over a little like that. And then this one I'll put glue down there, and then I'll take the backing off of this foam. And I just realized you probably can't see a lot of what I'm doing because I moved everything down. I'm so sorry. Let me put this in here, and I need to for the wood veneer to be kind of glued right there because I sort of tore, this was glued to that and I kind of tore it off when I rolled it down. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and I think that looks fairly normal. I've got this tag that says life is short, don't be lazy, but I don't really want that to show. I've got this white one. Let me see. I'm going to do it like this. Let's see where I need to put it. I will cut some of it off and do this, and I'm going to need to put some foam behind it. So I will put the thick foam here. And I'll put it at a slight angle. I forgot to take the backing off this. And then this one, I need a bigger hole. And I need it to have more foam too. Let me get it. Life is short, don't be lazy might be a good saying if this were a humorous page about Reese, but and how I'm going to disguise that is with this little piece of flare. And it's going to look like it's coming out of the pocket there. And I have a few other goodies. I've got this Route 66 sign, which I thought might be cute. Here on this tag, there's this. This actually is very cute. It's an acetate house, and it means nothing other than it's cute, and I want it so that it's partly on and partly off the tag. So I prefer this to the Route 66 sign, although it could go like so. Let's do that. And I'll put it at an angle. And I've got this little suitcase. And I was thinking about putting it here by the title, but I think I might like it better right there. Okay. Now I'm going to do my stamping. Well, I think I'll do that last. I have this ribbon, or I have this jute twine. And I'm thinking the ribbon might be a little less distracting if I have it winding around and through things. So let's do this, and then I'm going to go back under and do this, and I can always change that. I'll do this one over and through a couple times. And I'll bring this over here, and I'll do some adjusting to, well, it's easier to do if I do it this way. And then I can go through here, and this will be the last one. Okay. Oh, look here, and I have this one that it needs to go through. I need to give it a little bit more. There and there. Whoops, almost pulled it out. With that, and I'll let that stop. Let's see. Here, here, and I will cut it. Stop it. I end up pulling it, and I may add some glue off camera just to kind of have it keep its shape. But I'm going to let it kind of tail off right there now, and I'll let that be kind of loose on there, and I'll bring this around and kind of tuck it behind that. I wonder, you can second guess yourself on a lot of stuff here. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to put this ink splotch right here. And it'll be kind of behind the rose. And I think that's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do any natural splatters because I really don't want to get anything on any of these pieces. I absolutely love this page. I love that photo of Reese that Barrett took, and I love the travel images. I have a whole box of other tags and tabs and things that I thought I might add into the mix, and I just don't think I need them. I think what I pulled out there first is just what I need. Okay, so I'm going to bring this up close so you can see it. It's very, very dimensional and textural, and this looks like another layer of paper. You don't know how wide it is, just kind of tucked in there. Everything is stacked, and you can slide something in between each layer. I'm just really happy with that. So thank you for watching, and be sure and check out all the other links that I have in my description box, because those are other folks who are bringing their Pinterest pins to life. And I hope you enjoy the hop. Bye.